Our people here doesn't know the value of that well. The farm was forced to stop it. We call here Masdevan farms, but around here people don't know this farm as Masdevan. They know this farm as Ito's farm. Why? Because of the contribution he did when he was governor of Anambra State to the development of this very farm. In fact, he assisted so much in making this farm what it is today, and we are grateful to him. I am Father Nelson Okoye. Presently, I am the director, Masdevan Farms, Awka.
Can you give us a background story on how you started this farm?
I am not the person that started the farm. The farm was started by a priest called Reverend Father Sebastian Anokul. We have his portrait here. So he started the farm in the year 2009. But then I happened to be the first seminarian to work with him in this farm. When the farm started, it was just a little piece of land, about 4 plots of land. We have only the security posts and then the oil section. And by then we used to produce oil. According to him, what made him to go into farming is that he had a foundation where he tries to help the less privileged in the society, train their children in the school, even up to university level. If you come to the farm, you have different kinds of sponsorship program for people of different sorts. Even myself, I'm a product of that scholarship program. In my theology, the farm sponsored my theology education to a great extent. So he was looking for a way to be making money and be training people. That was how he met one man, Tony, from Agro, who also wants to go into agriculture. And so he partnered with Tony to start off this place. By then, Tony was a civil servant. So many a times, myself, I used to go and buy the palm fruit we use in processing oil. So that was how the farm started in 2009.
You made mention that you guys produce oil in this place, right?
Yes.
What kind of oil? Crude oil or this palm oil?
We produce palm oil and also palm kernel oil.
Can you take us to those sections?
Okay. So here is the palm kernel palm oil producing unit. Presently, we use it for multiple purposes. But these machines that we are seeing here, all of them have their functions. You can see the palm nuts. You can see the palm fruit. So here, presently we use it for multiple purposes. That is why you see it this way. We just ended frying of garri yesterday. If you look down, you see something that shows you what I'm saying. And you can see the back of the cassava. We use them in feeding our pigs. So from here, the person that works in the piggery will come and carry it and use it for the feeding of pigs. So these machines are the machines we use in processing oil. If you look at this one, you can see the back of the palm fruit telling you that we just used it in processing red oil. So here, after cooking the palm fruit, to pour it here. So you on this engine. This one works with NEPA or generator. But this one doesn't need generator or NEPA. It has its own machine. You can just put some fuel here and start it, and you can grind with this one. But when we have light, we normally make use of this one. Then again, if we want to process the oil that people use in making soap, some people also use it in frying. We use this one. We have it two here. One for NEPA, and one has its own engine. It doesn't need NEPA. If you want to operate it, just put fuel. So if you sieve this palm kernel, you put them here. You start it, and it will be grinding the palm kernel. After which, you just put it in water and separate it. And then you put it in this one or this one. This one and this one, they are the same. This one uses fuel. This one uses ordinary light. So if you have light, you just on this one. You pour it inside. You on the machine. It will grind the thing. It will give you palm kernel cake and also palm kernel oil. You can also, when you pieces this palm kernel, pour them inside here and be turning it. It will be removing the back of that kernel, giving you the kernel itself so that you can put it in the fire and cook it. Okay, this machine, if you want to use this one, it is used in cooking palm fruit. When you want to produce red oil, this is the same with this. Okay, I said that we use here for a multiple purpose. Even we used to keep birds that are sick here. If you look around, you see sick birds here. Here, we keep some of our birds that are sick to isolate them from the rest of the healthy ones. And here we give them proper attention so that they get better and we take them back to where they're supposed to be. So we also fry garri here. And when you look at what I have here, you will see that this is the pan we use to fry garri. We just ended frying garri. So these are the things that came out of it. So that's why you see this thing. By Thursday again, most probably we begin to fry another section. So when you come, you see us frying garri. We produce garri in quantity. When we enter inside, you see where we planted cassava, and we are uprooting those ones now. And also, we are making effort to plant new ones. So we produce garri in quantity. In fact, this community, this Awka North as a whole, is known for garri processing. So people come from Enugu, Onitsha, Nnewi, even Lagos, Abuja. They come all this way down here to buy garri. We produce garri a lot in this farm.
You made mention of the cassava farm.
Yes, when we go inside the farm, you see where we planted cassava last year and where we also planted this year. And good enough, this year, one of my friends gave me cassava steak. He said that this one is meant for diabetic patients. So I planted it somewhere at the back of this place. It's still just growing, and I'm happy. My aim is not just to produce the garri for diabetic patients. My aim is to multiply that steak so that I can plant it in a huge land and know that all the cassava in this area will be good for diabetic patients. And you know, many of the diabetic patients, because of the high content of sugar in cassava, they are not allowed to eat the normal garri. So when we produce that, they will be opportune also to enjoy garri that is good for their health.
What exactly is happening right inside this?
Okay, this oil mill, like I said, this is the first section that was built in this farm. So when we started here the idea is that we have something that is more technical, in the sense that you just come, let me show you something. For quite some time here, it's not been in use, and we now use it for store. But when we began this place, like I said, here is the first house that was built. You see this oil storage. This thing is made in such a way that when you begin to cook the palm fruits outside, at the end of it all, you just press one machine. It will carry the oil from one pipe and be storing it inside this tank. So here is a kind of, will I say, a store for red oil. And you can see the gallons that we use in storing oil. See this thing? We use it in producing the palm kernel oil, because here is a sieve. I built this thing when I was a seminarian. This thing is over 10 years old. I think I still have some pictures that I will show you at the end of the day, to show you how I was using this machine in those days. So you can equally see these things here. We used to have what we call quail here. So this is the cage we use to train quail. But because of our people here doesn't know the value of that quail, the farm was forced to stop it. So for now, we don't have quail, but I will still reintroduce it because it's one of the things that we are known of.